Hey guys, welcome to your Thursday mobility. I'm just going to quickly run through the movements because it's quite difficult to understand what the movements are without seeing them in person. So we're just going to go ahead and go into our down dog position. I'm going to go hands down onto the floor. I'm going to try and drop the heels down towards the floor too. I'm going to press the chest all the way through towards the knees. I'm going to try and accumulate around about 2 minutes in that position. Okay guys, we're then going to move on to our standing forward bend. So I'm just going to push those hips backwards a little, get a little bit of tension through the hamstrings, and then just allow that back to round just a little bit so I can get my hands a little bit closer to the ground. I'm just going to try and get into those hamstrings a little and just try to stretch those off in there. Our third position, we're going to go into a bottom squat. You've got really tight calves, tight Achilles. You might struggle a little bit with this one, so I want you to try your best to accumulate those 3 minutes in that bottom squat. So we're getting down into our squat position, and we're just going to pause and hang out here. You've got a couple of options when you're down there. You might want to put something underneath your heels a little bit, just to elevate the heels if you find that it's really tough. Here we've got the mat. And I've got my toes onto the concrete, and I've got my heels slightly elevated, and I can sit a little bit more comfortably down in that position. But I'm trying to get down there and hold it for about 3 minutes. Hopefully the camera person is working quite well. Okay guys, our fourth position, we're going to get into a half kneeling quad stretch. So I'm just going to catch hold of my foot, I'm going to lift it up, I'm going to bring my heel in towards my bum, I'm going to get stretched through the quad, just a little bit into the hip flexor there. It's a really tough position for the quad, but I'm looking at 2 minutes per side. If you can accumulate that, that'd be great. Okay guys, and then we also have our bench hinge position. A couple of options for us here. We're going to try and keep the back flat. Got my hands onto the chair. I'm going to press my heels into the ground, drive my hips backwards, and just hinging over at the hip. Trying to keep the back flat and get lots of stretch down through the hamstrings. I can turn that bench around, and I might find that I want to go a little bit deeper into that position, more of a child's pose with elevated hands. We can go into that position if you'd like to, okay guys? And then we're going to finish off just with a side to side stretch. So all I'm going to do is just kind of just stretch through the obliques. If you want to take that hand up and over, you can use the other hand, place it onto the hips and just support a little, okay? And then switch over to the other side, okay guys? Good luck, have fun with your mobility.